Northwest Nigeria, and they talk say them believe say then go get victory for the 2027 election. Sincere apologies for starting behind schedule. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to Updated Precious. For some reasons, my service providers just turned down on me and they get downtime, so it had me to come on air, but I had to struggle and look for a way to do so, just so that I can at least give you guys a quick update. So welcome to Updated Precious. But I don't tell her now, waiting if say NDC, they do, as they don't they mobilize people strongly for inside Northwest. As it be say Kwankwaso and Dickson meet and they look at how they will use strategize to make sure say they win the 2027 election. That's as it be say the APC don't kind of subtly accept, say, oh, they rig election, but which election exactly they rig? That's not the question where APC could ask. Which election would they admit say they rig? And who for inside APC admit say they rig election? All that and more. Now we'll talk about after the break. Plus all the things that they happen. And did I tell you, say they drag the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose. Say, what did he just say? Because the man talks, say, they need to fix electricity for inside the country. Because once lights no day everywhere dark, next thing, people go on do in here and here also and are waiting make population they grow for inside the country. So for us to reduce population, we must fix electricity. It shock you. All of these and more issues that we will discuss this evening. Welcome to Up This and Precious. Make I take a quick break, come back. When I come back, we will dive straight into all of the conversation after the break. Stay with us. Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things that they share for inside our country, Nigeria. Before I dig into the matter that we get for the front burner today, the usual tradition is look will enter inside the headlines. And look, see what's in the headlines that they talk today, waiting all the different papers, them, some of them we talk about today. But before I go do that, make I just remind them to say, as soon as they welcome in the name of the Lord, make make sure say, click on the subscription button, like and share this post. If not your first time to join us, I beg, or if you don't join us since you never subscribe, I beg, make sure say you subscribe. I beg, subscribe, like, and share this post. I beg, you hear? I beg at the beg. So that now the offering and tithe will be saved and I could pay for us. All right, we could just dig straight into what's in the happen. I'm greatly saddened Kwankwaso Mon's ex-National Assembly clerk, Fika, and then many politicians focused on impressing Tinubu than serving Nigeria. PDP rep They focus on impressing Tinubu. Why? Okay. Oshunguba, police arrest Governor Adeleke's commissioner over alleged election campaign violence. Nigerian Correctional Service removes prison officials after death row. After death row inmate goes live on TikTok from custody. You see that death row inmate will say go live on TikTok. Because of that, they don't come out some officials and wait for inside. All right. Troops arrest suspected terrorist logistics supplier in Adamawa State. Like theme of things that we have. Jigawa ADC governorship candidate disowns purported power sharing. First, your work in Abuja, Lagos PDP slams Wike over comment on body judge. Will defeat opposition in 2027. Kepi APC 90 top. This one, ADC rejects ICPC interim report in alleged fake PFIPC agency. They say now like say what's in ICPC talk and they don't believe that report. First of all, you cannot be judge and jury in your own case. So foul. And then electricity, watch us in the next 14 days. Alex Oti tells federal government over solar energy deployment. Herdsmen attacks. Idoma land is a wounded traveler. Abamuro, talk about the way, as they talk about how herdsmen is attack them. And then Shegumi talk say, pure wickedness, as in they react to what scavengers didn't do, as in strip Lagos Bridge pillars of iron rods. They say, it's in a pure wickedness. Tambuwa mourns former National Assembly clerk Adamu Freka. And then Biodun Hills APC's Yewatda at 58 says his leadership will consolidate party's electoral fortunes. How Nigeria government can address Japa syndrome in the medical sector. Enemy FCT chairman Ebon. Now they talk this one. Meanwhile, Kano Fire Service rescues 16 from collapsed building. Kano records 20 fire incidents, 10 deaths in July alone. And in many, man gives APC 72-hour ultimatum to take 6 children, threaten family, and all that of suicide. I think I played that video for you the other day. Police arrest 10 suspected cultists, recover firearms, champs in Akwa Ibom State. And police kill gang leader linked to murder of Imo traditional ruler. Vandal dies under collapsed transmission tower in Delta State. Maybe we'll see other things maybe so we get. I'll just move on to other issues very quickly. Lagos is not rivers. PDP tackles Wiki River body judge. Patriotic leader, Defense Minister hails APC National Chairman at 58. Troops disrupt terrorist logistics supplier, neutralize IED threat, arrest suspected Zamfara people. And then tears, anger in Benue as 16 Otupo attack victims buried. Very sad. Very, very, very sad. Police arrest Osun Commissioner over gunshots at APC rally. Adeleke kicks. A lot of drama going on in there. Imo 2027 can also break 27-year-old James. Well, I don't want to talk about all of those issues, but let's just move on to other issues very quickly. And poor electricity forces Nigerians to sleep early, produce more children. And so Oga Ayodele Fayoshe nine talker. He said, so when electricity don't be like this, it force people to sleep earlier. And once they sleep early, the next thing now, and then children will just begin multiply up and down. And what's in ABC talk? I don't know if I really even need to read further. Or maybe Becca just show a video evidence when the talk will take place into him.
You don't address this issue of electricity, the people at that level have no alternative attraction. Nothing else matters to them. After 7 o'clock, it gets dark, everybody is engaging their wives. And the population simply becomes double. The simple problem is because there's lack of electricity. People go to bed early. Their mind is simply prepared that, well, if this is the only available recreation, let me remain here. But when we address this electricity, there will be nightlife. There will be recreation outside.
Outside the other room. Well, people say very creative. I mean, the most creative. If for any other reason, government not think of to fix electricity for Nigeria, for any other reason, then think say, oh, we cannot fix electricity in Nigeria. At least for this singular reason, for the reason that we need to ensure say people they creative and get other extracurricular activities where they outside the other room. I beg. It is very important because how can we have people only have extracurricular activities we get to do with something we get to do with the other room? No. Say they no go fit. They no go fit to do like that again. But let's just move on to other issues very quickly. Still speaking about things that happen for inside the world, Iran sets conditions for Strait of Hormuz reopening. A police kill suspected gang kingpin linked to murder of Imo monarch. And Kano government spends 1.5 billion naira on mass weddings, gives couples furniture and grants. Mass weddings. I don't like to question I want to talk. Tinubu government spent more servicing domestic debt in Q1 2026 than Q1 2025. This is according to Debt Management Agency organization, DMO. I didn't talk about how much Nigerian government spent to service debt. And meanwhile, Joe Biden's cancer has spread to bones. Son says so. And this is so sad. This is really very sad. We do hope that he recovers and he gets over this very trying, troubling time. All right, so moving on. Catholic bishops have done so well. Muslim Nigerian Abubakar Suleiman hails Onaiko for telling Tinubu the truth amid economic hardship. And people were very shocked. That, in fact, in talk say, Muslims don't, Christians don't talk their own. And they wait for Muslims and make themselves then come and come talk because it's in they saying they wait for Muslim clerics and make themselves come open their mouth, come talk on waiting if we say they do the country because Christians don't talk and waiting Christians don't talk. According to them, it's not true. So saying they wait, make Muslims and two come out, come talk. So because nobody really need to talk that much for the president to know say things they go on for inside Nigeria, things hard for inside Nigeria. Let me just give you a bit of a excerpt of that. So Abubakar Suleiman, a Muslim Nigerian, has praised the Cardinal John Onayeko and the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria for speaking candidly about the challenges facing the country during the engagements with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then Suleiman made the remarks in street interviews circulating on social media, where he said he was impressed by Onayeko's message and the decision of the Catholic bishops to visit the presidential villa to tell the government the truth about the situation in Nigeria. He said, I'm very impressed. In fact, make I read himself, make I just play, make it hear what's in talk by himself. Take a listen.
What the bishops did is the right thing for in this country. Nobody should go to the president because you are seeing Mr. President and start pretending as if there is no issue in the country. Now, right now, we are waiting for the Muslims. The Muslims, I'm a Muslim. We are waiting for the Sultan and all these top Muslim hierarchies to respond and just did exactly what the bishops have done. This is the right thing to do. We shouldn't be pretenders if we went to these top people. Huh? We are waiting for the Sultan to talk too. Just the way the bishop do. I'm very, very impressed with Bishop, what is his name? I can't remember his name. Bishop Kagama. I'm very, very impressed. That is how to talk to leaders. Nobody should go there and start showing them that everything is okay, when nothing is okay in the country. We are feeling it. Everybody is feeling it. You cannot travel in the daytime. You cannot travel in the night. The plane is not safe. The car is not safe. Nothing is safe in this country. Where are we heading to? Where are we heading to? Look at Nigerians now. Anywhere we go in the country, they chase us away. Anywhere we go, South Africa, Ghana, even here in Togo, Benin, they will chase us.
Well, you don't hear them. What's in the BC talk? Say anywhere when Nigerians now go, they chase them, come on. See what's happen. We did that bad. Or not just because of the leadership we BC we get. This is sad. Now, there was never free, fair, or credible primaries in APC. Well, that's na Buhari former aide Naido admits. Say they know say APC gets irregularities for inside their election. And this one don't shock a lot of people. People are like, so you're admitting that your party can do this kind of thing? I thought you've always supported your party that they can't rig or they can't do anything that is bad. So Bashir Ahmad, former President Muhammad Buhari's media aide, has rejected claims that he secured only 16 votes in the 2022 All Progressives Congress APC House of Representatives primary election, alleging that the exercise was not free, fair, or credible. That's it. Say APC primaries or APC elections was neither free, fair, nor credible. Now, Ahmed made the position known in a statement posted, of course, on his X handle as renewed discussions about the primary resurfaces following comments by Davido. You know, see him and Davido get some buzz recently. He said it was not true that he received 16 votes, insisting that there was no credible primary election from which such a figure could legitimately emerge. Hey, people can say, excuse me, excuse me. So are you indirectly saying that your party is used to magomago of any kind? But let me read exactly what he said. He said, since the conversation surrounding my participation in the 2022 House of Representatives primary election has resurfaced, though I am not yet ready to reveal in detail, that is, everything that transpired during this process. But I feel it is important to say this unequivocally, that it is simply not true that I got 16 votes, which he was recorded to have gotten at that time. Now, the reality is that there was no credible primary election in the first place by the APC. No credible primary elections? Wow. Now, if there had been, I am very confident I would have been the winner. There is verifiable evidence of how the process was rigged. Your party rigged election, including videos and other materials that support my claim. Therefore, any figures being circulated by Davido, his supporters, or Nigerians generally, or anyone else from that purported exercise are misleading and do not reflect a transparent, legitimate, or credible primary election. The full story will be told at the appropriate time. Here? Here? Oh my goodness. So people don't do under the comment section, they talk a lot of things. And people are now saying that, wow, it is shocking that someone in APC a former media aide to a past president in APC will admit that your party rigs elections. Wow. So this one, it don't cause a lot of controversy. People going to talk, say, wow, Hey. So if David no talk about you, go even talk. Remember, say then they rig your election or your 16 votes. In fact, there are lots of comments, and I can't read all that comment to you. You support your party APC for rigging elections, and now they have rigged you. And you're now complaining. Abi, okay now. Now waiting people they tell them for inside the comment section be that. And then there are lots of other comments. No need of disturbing us with your stories. I know even one. I know. They say they don't even need a free and fair election. You cannot win ordinary councillor election. Now House of Reps you won't. There were lots of comments under it, especially because of his admittance of questionable election for inside a way they conducted by the party. And people don't they talk a lot of things concerning this. While others they talk say, should this be something that we should discuss or we should even talk about in the first place? I mean, almost all political parties hold primaries, especially this 2027, where we say no go well. 2026, we no go well. What they see say no they free and fair. So why the one of APC could be a different thing entirely? But let's move on to other issues. Looters are human beings like you. Forgive them. So again, the former governor of Abia State, Ojo Okalo, don't come under fire. As he be say in the beg Tinubu to please forgive people with embezzle the national wealth of Nigeria. So make you forgive them. These some people want make Nigeria better like this, so China is better like this. Now, Ojo Okalo, senator representing Abia North, has urged Bola Ahmed Tinubu to grant amnesty to former public officials accused of embezzling public funds if they voluntarily return the money to the country. Callum made the call during an appearance, of course, on News Central's TV's 60 Minutes with Mr. K, where he proposed a 2-year window for individuals who allegedly looted public funds to return the money without facing prosecution, he said. He argued that allowing the funds to return to the formal financial system would help strengthen the Nigerian's economy, particularly money allegedly kept outside banks in private residences. So President Tinubu should give people pardon, Kanu said, arguing that significant amounts of money could be recovered if former public officials were given an opportunity to return funds they had kept outside the banking system. Now, the former Abia State governor said the proposed amnesty should apply to everyone, regardless of when the alleged funds were taken, including money dating back to 1960. It no matter, made them just forgive everyone. You see, these Nigerians, Nigerians started talking a lot of things. I don't know why these Nigerians going to remember things that I don't. So Nigerians started talking about a lot of things. Nigerians can't remember. See, it did one time, one video like that been trend, where they see a house where they start with different currencies. Hard currencies did some session, Naira did some sessions, dollar, pounds, and other did some session. Where they come, they allege that time, say, na money will be say, na a government of a particular state. Now ain't touch the money then that time. I don't know, but I don't know if you've heard that story. People now remember that story. Say, are you saying that some people are not willing to bring back money, or you people are not willing to bring back some money and all of those? Wow. Well, I don't know what to say about that here. I guess it's as good as mine. Let's just move on to other issues very quickly. All right, so moving on to other things ready for Inside the News. Peter Obi hails Lilian Urubu for empowering Oka constituents with productive assets. And then Tinubu's tax chief, Zach Adidiji, mocks Nigeria, says those complaining about economic hardship don't want Nigeria to progress. Is that exactly how he put it? Well, you know how news people can just write another thing. Well, let's take a listen to Zach Adidiji. Make you hear everything and talk by himself. Take a listen.
Is the bedrock, is the fundamental. And that is why I get worried when I listen to some people and they say the economy and everything. I ask them the question. Just ask them, what would they do differently? Mr. President, I don't want you to wonder. You've elevated the system for what they know or they can understand. So when you see their comments, you will see that it is far, far below, because the level, just imagine, from 50 to 240, if you see this figure, they cannot imagine it. But we will continue to take time to educate them on the level that they.
Okay, well, that's what he said. Say on a day talk, say on a day. Well, let me not interpret it. There is no need. I'm sure you understood what he said. But let's move on to other issues very quickly. Let's see what we have here. Kwara abduction. Terrorists killed 13 children, kept 12 in captivity after 6 months. After 6 months, war survivors they recount waiting ABC then go through for the hands of the people who ABC abduct them. And it's really crazy getting to hear accounts of waiting they go through for the hands of these people then. And people don't talk saying, wow, how can Nigerians or how could Nigerians have gone through all of this in their own country? ABC and then get. All right. They talked about a lot of things, but let's just see. Let me take a bit of what some of them said. So terrorists have reportedly killed 13 children and kept 12 others in captivity after nearly 6 months in the forest following the February 3 abduction of residents in Boro and Nuku communities in Kayama local government area of Kwara State. So the disclosure was made by some of the 176 victims rescued from the terrorist hideout and released on Wednesday after months in captivity as survivors recounted the harsh conditions they endured in the forest. Now, one of the rescued victims, Nafisat Abdul Fatai, said 13 people died during the period, while 12 children remained behind, after the terrorists allegedly threatened that anyone who attempted to leave would be burned into a slave. Sorry, it will be turned into a slave, I beg your pardon. So Abdullahi Abdul Fatai said the captives endured severe hunger, poor living conditions, and limited access to medical care, with some forced to survive on a single meal a day. There were days when we had nothing to eat from morning until night. Sometimes our only meal came around 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. The suffering was unimaginable, she said. I don't even want to imagine it. So she also disclosed that several pregnant women gave birth while in captivity, but some babies died. According to her, about 6 or 7 women lost their babies during that ordeal, while others returned with their children. The survivors said the captives initially slept in the open forests before the terrorists constructed a makeshift shelter after several children died. She added that the shelter was overcrowded, forcing some victims to sleep on top of one another whenever it rained. Another survivor, Nafisat Yusuf, described the period as unbearable, saying several children died during the captivity. She said soldiers eventually arrived to evacuate the victims from the forest, although the survivors did not know the names of the personnel involved in the rescue. The victims were among residents abducted when hundreds of armed men reportedly invaded Woro and Nuku on February 3. The attackers allegedly destroyed homes, shops, killed a lot of people. I mean, the report had it that about 210 people died in that incident. Now, the governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, received the rescued victims in a lorry and then later visited 14 of them receiving treatment at the general hospital, including 3 women who gave birth while in custody. I don't even know what to say, especially to those who lost their loved ones. And now here's an image of them, some of them.
Let's cross over to Kwara State, where these are images of rescued or kidnapped victims who arrived in a lorry. After enduring months of fear, uncertainty, and captivity, survivors of the devastating bandit attack in Kayama local government area of Kwara State have finally returned home. The rescued victims arrived in a lorry late Thursday night, ending a painful ordeal that began earlier this year when heavily armed bandits stormed the community, killing scores of residents and abducting many others into the forest. The release followed sustained military offensives and coordinated security operations that eventually secured their freedom. They were transported from neighboring Niger states to a lorry where they were received at the Nigerian Army's 2 Division Sobi Barracks before being moved to a secured location. And for families who waited anxiously through months of anguish, the victims' return represents a moment of relief, hope, and healing after unimaginable loss. The rescued abductees are expected to be formally handed over to Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak, whose administration maintained close engagement with security agencies throughout efforts to secure their release, while authorities continue to verify the total number of those rescued and provide medical, psychological, and humanitarian support. The homecoming marks a significant milestone in the quest to reunite every victim with their loved ones.
6 months. 6 months for inside the forest. I don't even want to imagine what these people would have gone through. It's just unimaginable. I don't even want to think about it. And the kind of thing would only lead to the death of the other ones, and how those people don't even watch their loved ones die helplessly. It's really sad in their own country. Now, according to Debt Management Office, the Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government spent 3.14 trillion naira servicing domestic debt obligations in the first quarter of 2026, representing a 20.3% increase compared with the 2.61 trillion recorded in the corresponding period of 2025. So we spend more money to service debt. In fact, we here say we don't add about another 10 trillion naira or so to our foreign debts. So our debts generally. So you don't make our debts increase to 159 about 9% trillion. Yeah, don't make our debts increase to 159 trillion naira. Now, according to a report by Nairametrics, citing data from the Debt Management Office, the Q1 2026 figure also represents a 37.5% increase from the 2.28 trillion naira spent on domestic debt services in the fourth quarter of 2025. So, there you go, Nigerians. The money is rising. Okay, so the Nigeria Democratic Congress NDC has intensified preparations for the 2027 general elections as its national leadership met with state chairmen from the Northwest Zone to review campaign strategies and mobilize plans or mobilization plans, how they would manage. So the strategic meeting was hosted yesterday, day before yesterday, Thursday, by Kwankwaso Dickson, a national leader of the party, with the participation of the NDC national leadership and the state chairman from 7 Northwest states. So Dickson described the Northwest as a critical region in Nigeria's political landscape and said the meeting focused on preparations for campaigns aimed at securing victory for the party's candidates in the upcoming elections. So he commended party leaders in the zone, led by NDC's vice presidential candidate Rabiu Kwankwaso, for their commitment and readiness to work towards the success of the party. So the discussions were fruitful and we remain confident that victory is sure and achievable. So he said. So the NDC is pumped up and wired up that they can indeed win the 2027 election, especially as they now galvanize a lot of people for within the Southwest. Meanwhile, Buba Galadima says Nigerians must unite to vote Tinubu out and vote APC out. Why is he saying so? That my question will be say a lot of people don't get plenty answers. But let's see what's going on here again. I told you this story yesterday, how audio reveals Bosnia President Kaigama predicted DSS arrest, alleged NSA Ribadu wanted him detained over media disclosures. They'll start audio. I can play it another time. Tension in a show after boy was shot during APC campaign in Ilesha. Party members injured. And then PFIPC scandal. Tinubu government more interested in damage control than investigation. So it says. Days to Osun governorship election, political thugs destroy billboards, sacks Accord party office. If you see the way they destroyed the Accord party office, I can't show you because of the violence. If you see the way they scattered the party office, the Accord party office. Osun election, Adeleke campaign raises alarm over abduction of commissioner, secret meeting between police, CP, and APC chiefs. Nigeria troops foil terrorist bombing plots in Zamfara, arrest logistics suppliers with 5.3 million naira cash. Disquiet in Benue over Atiku Camp's alleged alliance with Akumi Otom, others ahead of the 2027 polls. All right, so here's it. 315 Kwara Nigeria residents freed from terrorists, but their nightmare continues. Lawyer Jeffo demands rehabilitation assistance for victims. I do hope that we really would rehabilitate these people because these are the original Nigerians that need rehabilitation. These are the original Nigerians that need rehabilitation. We cannot be spending money to be rehabilitating terrorists. These are the people who don't go through trauma. In fact, these people have practically been to hell and back. You don't get the scene where these people commit to they're supposed to go hell again. Now, heaven, now be said they're supposed to. Oh, meanwhile, here's what your president had to say. Your president, our president, or the president of Nigeria, don't they talk say, in fact, we're supposed to teach Nigerian youth on how to on stock market trading and all of those issues, saying what thing they need. Because if we teach this kind of one for our schools, then our youth go make mad money. What's your president? Take a listen.
Of prosperity by itself. So if the stock market is doing well, we are doing well.
Definitely, it's the middle of the economy.
If we can teach this in the classroom to our undergraduates, if they can be in the classroom without harrowing of where to pay, what to pay, and how they do it, we can build a nation of succession and prosperity that is our own. It will encourage the private sector to invest and invest wisely, take a risk. It's one of the reasons why I backed Aliko Dangote.
Thank you very much.
Even before I became president. And, may God bless the soul of Muhammadu Buhari. When we were talking, this refinery and all of that, why should we have this? Okay, we find a way. If we can push it to the private sector, if we can support the private sector, it will be a great benefit. And they did it, so fine. And when I came in, okay, Naira for the crude, let's stabilize the currency. And no need for letters of credit and paperwork. Let's believe, build a trust that can work. And it's not a unrealizable ambition to push Nigeria. We have the population, the brain, the
resources,
audacity
to
shoot for $1 trillion economy. It's achievable. It's achievable. You look at yourself and you ask questions. What are we producing that other nations will? How do we collaborate with other countries? How do we get this listening down like you have identified? Before asking is not a big problem. We look at it.
All right. So that being said, the Oga part of the stock exchange, them they did with them, and here's what they had to say, encouraging him that Nigeria is doing so well. I have a lot to say about what the president said concerning involving youths and teaching them stock markets and all of that. Fantastic idea, right? But do we consider the the capital will be required to even delve into trading in the first place or stock investments? Do we consider the capital that is required? How many Nigerians, in fact, as a matter of fact, I dare say, in no reach 20% of Nigerians, if I talk 20%, I know what I to talk, we get the resources to invest for stock markets. That not be the place where we say everybody go fit investing. So, waiting be the earning power, purchasing power of Nigerians who will feel make them get confidence to say, okay, they need to invest. So if the students learn the stock market finish and all that, waiting be the need or the knowledge could feel the torture them if they go just they live, for the or bask in the phobia of the knowledge till they manage to raise money to delve into the business. Or waiting exactly be the way out to use help them. Understanding say stock market no be waiting if you see they carry your last card put inside anywhere in the world really. Now investments you they make from the abundance, not the investments you they make with the only money you have in your life. So how much money Nigerians then get enough to use put for inside it? That's my question we see some people they ask, and I don't have answers to that. However, as I told you earlier, the Oga Patapata of stock market's been did here, and he had quite a lot to talk about and tell people. Let's see what he had to say, what he told the president about what he said. Take a listen to him.
Your Excellency, with your kind permission, we have come with a presentation to show you where we are coming from when you took over in the last 3 years, that we have not only doubled the market capitalization, but we tripled the market capitalization based on the decision and the reforms you have taken. A lot have been done. You have made a lot of billionaires that you have done, that you don't know, Excellency. We'll give you the statistics today so that you see how you touch the lives of the Nigerians.
So did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Praising the president, that the president has touched the lives of a lot of Nigerians and a lot of billionaires have been made. And the president don't make a lot of billionaires because of the things and the reforms we don't do, and how APC in use the good thing we be saying reform don't do to people, right? I just thought for you to understand that conversation and what's in the BC talk there. Not vex, make a plan again, make you hear what's in the BC talk. Our president don't make a lot of billionaires.
Excellency, with your kind permission, we have come with a presentation to show you where we are coming from when you took over in the last 3 years, that we have not only doubled the market capitalization, but we tripled the market capitalization based on the decision and the reforms you have taken. A lot have been done. You have made a lot of billionaires that you have done, that you don't know, Excellency. We'll give you the statistics today so that you see how you touch the lives of the Nigerians. The entrepreneurs that have become richer, the quoted companies that with your support and the civilian governance recapitalization exercise that they have done, which 80% of that have done through our exchange.
Very, very, very nice. Awesome speech, fantastic. And truth be told, really, as stock market the boom since Ibise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come inside. However, that's or as much as that show a growth in waiting Ibise the economy presents. However, there are questions around how this growth will you trickle down to the masses. Because if Ibise you get a growth where Ibise only few foreigners could come bring in money quickly, put inside your economy, make quick profits, take them back, and they no come establish a company we go fit employ people for inside the country. They didn't do that. They just come put in money and get profits quick, run go back. They didn't come to establish a business in the country where they can employ citizens so that Nigerians go fit get work. So if they benefit them, nothing concern them concern our country because they are making the kind of profit that they cannot make in their own countries. That's one. And then secondly, you have a situation where some big men just put in money for Nigeria, make like the Oga talk. A lot of people don't talk millionaires and billionaires. Fantastic. But how that one use affect the poor man? How that one use affect the poor man? The poor masses will make up the majority of Nigerians. How have they fared better? Or will these people be, how would they feel to hear that, oh, the rich don't get richer under this administration, but them, they're even more impoverished and they're dying of hunger, dying of lack of medication. Go to our hospitals today, people can't pay hospital bills. I told you the other day of a pharmacist who told me that people are still going about with prescriptions that they give to them 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. They can't afford the medication. So that's now what's in Ibise what they talk about. So in a situation where Ibise people no fit afford common medication, imagine a friend told me today how they went for charity and then they had to pay hospital bills for about 2, 3, 4 women who gave birth and were stranded in the hospital because the hospital no go release them. They had to use over 500,000 on their about to offset their bills. Do you understand that? Tell me why our country could invest in politicians, the cloth where they wear, the furniture where did they use, the newspaper where did they read, the car where did they drive, the fear where did they buy for inside the car, how many politicians will get? Would they invest on them like this finish? But we cannot invest in the lives of pregnant women. What did it go cost Nigeria to say all pregnant women get into any healthcare center, any hospital in Nigeria, and you give birth for free on the bill of the nation? What did it go cost Nigeria? These are small things and we will be so supposed to do to you show, say truly, we get the mind of our people for heart. Why should giving birth be something that's why we have high maternal mortality? In fact, infant and maternal mortality, that's why we have it very high. Because people, the traditional TBAs, people see they patronize TBAs, traditional birth attendants and well. Because if you don't think of how much you go pay for hospital, you just make a go out, go born them there. And then those people know if it handle the complications where they come with childbearing. Because once the person go there to born and the person can get complications of bleeding and all that, there's nothing they can do. Because I'm not skilled to handle those challenges. People could just die unnecessary deaths where they're not supposed to die because of the ineptitude of people in power. And this is not about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration alone. Successive administrations. Why is it so difficult to make sure, say, healthcare they accessible, affordable, and practically free for Nigeria? At least to an extent. Basic healthcare, basic one. Make you remember the one with the expensive. Why? If we can fund the lifestyle of our politicians, why can we not fund at least the healthcare, basic healthcare of Nigerians? Why will not we fund them? See what's in the happen for Ekiti State now. People become the share rice.
Wọ́n ní kí n gbé fáwọn èèyàn ṣe ti rí oúnjẹ yìí wọ́n rèé ní ẹtú gbẹdẹ ìgbógbó Ọ̀ṣun ẹtẹ̀bọ̀ fún Mùnírùdíìnì Oyèbámijí Aṣíwájú òun ní ọ̀bọ̀ wa yóò tọ́jú wa tọmọtọmọ ní ìtọ́jú wa ẹ̀rí báyìí ẹ̀kú mọ́tò ẹ̀yẹ máa bá ń kó nulẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ èèyàn ní ọjà tó ti dé o ẹ̀ máa gbowó ẹ̀ máa gbóúnjẹ ọkọ yẹn náà tó ti fún mi ní ọkọ rẹ ti fún mi ní owó ó ti bá ń sẹ́ẹ̀dì owó àwọn ní nǹkan ṣe ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní wọlé dáńtì ẹ̀ níbi ìlọ ọ̀lẹ̀ wọ́n gbà màálù kí ọ̀sẹ̀ rú èyí fún mi mẹ́sàbára mọ́ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ gbogbo Ọ̀ṣun ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀bọ̀ fún dáńtì ẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀bọ̀ fún ọjà ní ẹtú kọ́dé ìyàwó Mùnírùdíìnì Oyèbámijí Alájà Sekinat òní ẹni tó ní ẹni kò jẹ fún mi ó rẹ mọ́tò tí a fi wá gbé wá rè sábà oníta àwọn ẹdẹ ni wọ́n kó.
All right, so I have to let it slip there. Unfortunately, I can't interpret what she's saying there, but obviously you can see that she's campaigning for a particular candidate in the elections. I think the APC candidate and all that. But the important thing will be say, even though say I don't understand, but where I read out and see this rights so they distribute to give them now. Now rights APC if they chop, they don't go hungry again for the next 4 years of their life. In fact, 8 years they feel no hungry again because now wonderful rights for that. As you they chop this rights so you they collect like this, hunger will be far away from you and your generation. Because in hunger, as you they chop, they even chop on behalf of your generation. So your generation no go lack healthcare, they no go lack food, they no go ever sick. Now we make they share this kind of thing. But these are just the kind of things that we do during elections. When are we going to stop the shenanigans? When are we going to stop this joke? Every time, every election cycle, I'm waiting with the see. And it can't be like say, I won't blame the masses. But then again, on the second thought, I feel like it's not their fault because they don't know any better. And that's why I keep talking about investing for inside voter education. Because it is very important. If the people know better, they could make a better decision. They don't know better. So no blame them. They don't know. When the people know, they will make better a decision. They will be able to stand up and fight for what they think is right. They can look at that rice and throw it in front of them and tell them that we don't need it. This is what we need. But they don't know better. People when don't know, say governments, now the people, now them employ them. They don't know now. They go see government and they go lie down for granted government match them pass. They don't know. And that's why we must continue to educate people. Make them know. See these people where they dobale for like this. Now you employ them and now you get power to sack them. If you tell them they come out for that office, they come out. If only we can speak with one voice. But division go let us speak in one voice. That's not the question where a lot of people they ask. Well, make I go show you waiting a busy. Somebody talked today. I saw this, and all credits to the owner of this video. Original owner of this video, please. I appreciate you. And I just use this as an example of what is going on in Nigeria. Take it.
I'm a Yoruba person. I would rather vote for a person that has not done it once. Tinubu has sure shege. I would rather vote for a person that has not done it once. I can never vote for Tinubu again for my second time. I will
voted
never.
For him last time?
Yes. But I know that our vote does not count because they will manipulate it. They will find their ways. But I would rather will not vote for Tinubu again. I will never.
You fought pass like this before?
Before.
You get body?
The time when Tinubu enter like this, I start.
You shrink.
House rent. We can't avoid it again. Graduates doing PS on the road.
Graduates
doing PS on the road.
Graduates in POS.
4 years wasted. I will
What's
never.
the name, sir?
I'm Yomi. I will look at my name.
From which state?
Ogun.
Well, that's now what's in a BC hardship don't turn a lot of our youths into. Now what's in a BC hardship don't turn a lot of our youths into. Oh, go school. At the end of the day, if you finish going to the school, what's in come out inside after the school? Oh, by the way, here's another cleric. We don't respond to the presidency over the backlash on Anayeko. Take a listen to him.
You remember what the Catholic bishops went to tell the president a few days ago, and then the propagandist spokespersons for the president are not happy. But what the cardinal was saying, was that not the truth?
All right, he said quite a lot, though. He said quite a lot about that. I just wanted to show you that people are still reacting to all of that. Phone lines are open, Nigerians. Let me let you into the house. And before that, I don't know if you noticed or if you saw this video that Peter Obi made sometime. And I think it was shared by Ginger Media, and I have to play it and all rights to them. Where he narrate of how message BC people send, they have canvassed them. Talk say, if you vote Peter Obi, all Southeast people no go ever get business to do for Lagos State again. Lagos seaport could drive because you go open new seaport for inside Onitsha and Port Harcourt and other places. And Yoruba land goes fast. Take a listen to it and the rest one. Just to refresh your mind.
These are things that will change. Let me show you a WhatsApp. Let me read out the WhatsApp for you. Let me just show you a WhatsApp I sent to someone. Is there anybody here who can read very well? And everybody will get him? Yes. This is a WhatsApp sent by Tinubu's group. No, read it out. I want you to read it out. Everybody can.
Power glad led.
No.
Okay.
Just read out what it says.
Yoruba, shine your eyes on. If you vote for Peter Obi, he's automatically voting for seaport in south and southeast. Then Igbos will stop coming to Lagos State to invest. Rather, they would go to Delta and River State. They may even stop building houses in Lagos. It will affect a lot of Yorubas. Yoruba Remu.
This is your contact. He don't see the value of let's have something better. He reads all the confusion. And that's it. And he was about it. I'm not sorry, I'm not using it.
No, it's okay.
He was about it.
It's okay.
Once he comes here and give him one, he said, Jagaban is the best country. Even when the man is not well. That's the problem of the country. That's the problem. Let's ask himself a question. Hey, he will tell you. Somebody said to me, this candidate, they were the people who fought our budget to a standstill. I said, okay. And he even lost everything.
So this is not the kind of division we they create among ourselves. And it's so sad that instead of us to think of ways, look at people based on their competence and their character and their ability to better a lot collectively, would they look at how it will use favor our tribe, our ethnic group? As though if only our ethnic group they favored, it means say all of us our ethnic group don't they favored. I don't even know if we're reason in this country. Good evening, T.Y. Danjuma. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. CJ, you're welcome.
Good evening, President. Good evening, TJ.
Yes, please, welcome.
Good evening,
Good evening,
TY.
viewers. How are you doing?
Greetings.
I still there inside the day like this. I'm sorry I came in late.
I'm
The
okay,
network
thank you.
providers decided to go mad. All of them went mad for like almost 2 hours that they didn't have internet. And I just had to look for a way to come on board. Sincere apologies.
CJ, I have your phone contact, so I'd like to get in touch with you. I will send you a text first, and then follow it up later with a call. Not today, though. Maybe tomorrow.
Definitely not today.
Yeah.
All right,
There are things that we have to talk about.
Okay, great. I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Precious. Now, that text where you read, I mean, where they sent to, it just makes me feel, I don't see any sense in what the person, you don't want them in your state. You want them to go. You throw them into the lagoon. Okay? That has been said to them. You are destroying their houses, seizing their property at the slightest excuse, landmark, this one, you know. Okay. Let them go now. You say you don't want to let them go. Say if they go, then negotiations will begin suffer. All their businesses go come up for Lagos. Lagos go for. It's a dog in a manger. Instead of reversing your statement, say, I beg go. These people they provide jobs, they create jobs. Lagos State they make money from their investments in terms of taxes because we have a president whose greatest achievement is to tax the people. Rehoboam. So that is one of the greatest things, quote unquote, that he has done in Nigeria. To tax people. And tax them. You see the boy where they complain, say he fought before, now he don't be like broom. So the effect of taxation. Okay? So because that one he get paid, I think that one maybe in a chicken.
I beg it, T.Y. Danjuma, no vex here. I for really like made this person explain to us how, I think it's Askoluwa, he say stock exchange, they get great impact on the poor. And I really love him to educate us. Askoluwa, can you come into the house and educate us? Because we learn every day. And I really would like to learn how the stock markets, the benefits,
they impact the poor.
The poor as much as it impacts the rich where they invest in them. Please,
portfolio investment.
I would really love to learn about this. I beg you.
Portfolio investment. Short-term investment. You just come in there and rip off and you take your money out. How does it benefit the poor?
Do you even know what that means? Do you know what? Do you understand what we have done to our economy because of the increase in interest rate? I can go to, for instance, South Africa, where the interest rate is quite low, maybe less than 10%. I borrow money for there. I come Nigeria where I go get them at 28% profit. I invest them inside Nigeria. After 1 year, I collect the money, go back to South Africa.
Go back to where I come from.
Collect my 15%.
And in any case, precious. Who are the people? There are two places where these people, these so-called billionaires, they don't create, they put money. One is in Bureau de Change, because of the contrast, humongous contrast that they get in dollars, and the 10% or 20%. I don't know whether they still do 10%, maybe not 25% now, 50%. So they get it in dollar or convert it in dollar and hold and begin to trade and begin to rip off. That's another portfolio investment. And then the people with the government, where they rip off government, they take the money, they put it in stock because they want to hide it.
You don't even understand. Do you understand what our stock market has become? They put money, and some money where you put inside stock. Once sometimes if you don't even reach 6 months, depending on how the markets go. If markets improve so well, you collect your money sharp,
and then you go.
Because people don't have good confidence.
Yes,
confidence inside the market, so they don't let their money stay there.
in the economy
If
itself.
they go
So
leave
they
them,
are
if they
just
go leave them, then go leave
they
the
are
one we
round
say they go
tripping.
fit do without. They go first come out the one we be say them really need. They leave the one we be say okay, if the market even goes south, they go feel leave this one. This time
They are
what's
round tripping.
no,
It's
now.
not that's not
Well,
that's
as
not it. That's
ask Oluwa don't talk, say no mean and that way. Because I for really like make you educate also. You know, say me, I know sabi, but I for like learn. Even though I trade myself and I invest in stock market myself.
Precious. You know what caused
Because there's a lot
you
I
know
don't
what
myself too.
you know what caused the crash of the stock exchange in 2000 between 2000 and I think 2000 and or 2000 and maybe 12 and maybe 19. There was a crash. You know, those who invested, some people committed suicide. Honestly, those who take their pension, their gratuity, go put in stock. And then there was the thing just crashed down. Many people stopped. Today, there are many people when they even talk about stock exchange. So what do you they see where they say stock exchange is doing well, doing? How is it doing well? In a business?
In all fairness to President Bola Tinubu, I give him kudos because before now, I don't they talk say stock market. Personally, I didn't used to before his administration. I didn't like to trade in Nigerian stock market because I feel like say the stock market doesn't like say they volatile, get activity where you say you need to use make money inside. They like the US stock market, so it as you put money, the activity mad, that kind of thing. So I prefer to trade foreign stock than to trade Nigerian stock because I feel say get activity. And the emergence of President Bola Tinubu and in reforms don't bring some sort of volatility to the market. So movements don't do the market a bit. And I give them kudos to that. And that's why people are making a lot of money, at least much more that they can make or they would have made in their different regions. But then again, the important thing is how it is impacting the poor. That is the people who really need it. Because majority, see the percentage where they enjoy this thing, no reach 20% of Nigerians. So
Precious, hold on.
Yes,
the question you ask yourself in the stock, I played in the stock exchange for a long time, before I came over here. I played and I made money. I was playing on short term. Say this thing where they talk. Listen, before it crashed. Listen, the question what you go ask yourself, if companies are doing well, which companies, which are what are the companies that are doing well? First of all, the banks. What are they doing? Are they making profit? Are they doing business? No. Round tripping. What are the tell me the companies where they do well? Is it the multinationals? Is this the Fortune 500 companies, quote and unquote, in Nigeria where they do well? They've all left because the business environment is inclement, it's harsh, it's hostile. You can't do business. There's no power, no road, security. You don't have. Okay, and even now there's a debt of professionals because all of them don't move, they don't exit out of Nigeria. You have graduates all over the place, but who are not professionally trained. And so you have to invest money to train them. And companies are not ready to do that. The banks are not employing graduates. They employ much more this because they don't want to pay money. So they're not, where are they making the money from? The money they are making is from all this nonsense that they do. And because they are not properly regulated. This person go put money. If you put big money for bank, every day you go to check your account because before you know it, they don't take and finish. And to get your money back, you have to fast. You have to fast and trust God, because the bank itself go give you stock. The bank, knowing that your money don't go, now them go give you hell.
Do you know at that even the banks, most institutions even trade with the funds that you put in the accounts? They trade with your funds too. And because they have the control of capital, so it makes more sense for them to trade more. I would like what's in the pata of Nigerian Stock Exchange Group or Nigerian Exchange Group, they talk. That is Temi Popola. It talks say say Nigeria don't make, in fact, say President Tinubu don't make between 500 to 900 millionaires incoming from the stock market. 500 to 900 millionaires. Even reach 0.1% of our population for Nigeria. I be rich. I mean, as well. Because
I'm not trying to run the stock exchange down. Yes,
it's a good thing, but how does that affect the majority, the vast majority of Nigerians? Because I think that's where we're all interested.
If your stock exchange is doing well, it means your companies are paying dividend. It means your companies are giving what is it? They're paying investors, people who invest inside. So Now you will see the effect, even in up to go trickle down to the common man. You don't see it. So now the people, few people where they privilege, they go put Nigerians don't chop, they don't chop they go put money for stocks. Do they even understand the concept? Can they read the market? Some of those stockbrokers. I played in stock exchange and I know what they do. Some of those people they go hold
I
your money.
just
They go hold your money, take the trade,
TY,
take the
sorry.
trade. Yeah, so go ahead.
That look, when when you see a man who is under pressure, stop, who is under immense pressure, this man is under severe pressure, and he hasn't got anything to sell to Nigerians. He's got absolutely nothing. He can't even sell his used pant to Nigerians. He can't sell anything. He has got nothing to sell to Nigerians. So what he's talking about, this stock exchange thing, it makes no difference to ordinary Nigerians out there on the street. The common man, the average person there, the market women, the market men, the graduates that are on the street, the old people, the pensioners, it makes no difference to their life. All these are nonsense. He's deflecting from the reality of what people are complaining right now. Starvation, hunger, insecurity. People don't know where the next meal is going to come from. And he's sitting there talking about he's made 900 billionaires or 1,000 billionaires. Who cares about how many billionaires he's made? These are his gangs of thieves that he's made billionaires. His gang of thieves, like those that he's brought into his cronies to loot away our wealth. And he's made them billionaire because he turned blind eyes on fake agencies so people can loot and then he get his commission. So we don't want to hear about stock. I don't want to talk about stock exchange. Most of us have been involved in doing this, but it doesn't matter. The people, that farmer in Sokoto, that farmer in Imo State, they don't know about these things. They can't go to the farm. They have got nothing to eat. They can't farm anymore. They want to know where is the next meal going to come from. Don't sit in Asorok in your villa and tell them about, oh, stock exchange days is doing well. Who said a stock exchange is doing well in Nigeria? What improvement has that made? 180 million people are going to be pulled into poverty. And you're talking about stock exchange. Nigeria is the most, I think we got the highest population of people in poverty in the whole world. It's a capital of poverty. Nigeria is automatically capital of poverty. We should be ashamed of ourselves. We should be absolutely ashamed. This man should be ashamed of himself. He should not sit there and say, oh, economy is doing well. I made 900 people billionaires or millionaires, whatever he calls it. Who cares? He should tell us who are these people. How many people have they helped? What about 180 million people that are in poverty? What difference has it made to their life? So let's not waste our energy, my brother, and talk about stock exchange, Tinubu stock exchange. These are stuck in his pocket, right? These people are stuck in his pocket. And I'm not interested in what Eva is saying. I came on, I just wanted to make a point about something that caught my attention today. And I found it, last night we talked about Osun State and what Bebele said in Osun State. Somebody, God bless this young man. I don't know how he went, where he found the energy. Obviously, people are sourcing him out. This is the internet age, age we live in, and this is the modern life we live in. So somebody went to Edo State today and done a proper video. I don't know if Precious has seen that video about the roads in Edo State. Oh
Very bad.
my
Leave me
Horrible.
goodness.
now. Leave me.
Horrible.
Very horrible. Even the governor, they stop for the traffic. Not gonna leave
Horrible.
me. Are
Oh,
they try make they
God
maintain
bless you.
waiting and not go bring on governor
Oh,
so that they no go talk. See, I they face only
uh,
one people. I need they face all that. So you can see that I am very fair in what I do. So I saw that
Very
video.
horrible.
no,
Everything about it. I just want to
One of
say
the worst in the
hey,
country. Horrible.
oh, oh my. Did you see it? I
that is the
said,
road, not dance. So
he said,
the road was past the dancing road
ha,
of Osun State.
no, 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 they didn't. No, did you see the truck? The long truck that was just nearly sideways. It's gonna fall at any given time. I think it's stuck on that road. And then there are people are trying to smuggle their way through the narrow. Oh my God, what an unsafe place. And him and his convoy got stuck in that road. The gentleman was going far to try and cover them. I think he got to a point before the video got cut off. And I was looking at this and I thought, look at the kettle calling the pot black. I didn't see a road like that in Osun State. I never saw one in Osun State like that. And this is a man who was accusing, mocking Adeleke for dancing before he eats breakfast and all that. This is what upsets me. Like, I really get mad. This is how low the class of governors, the governors in Nigeria, this is how low. When you put a thief or a agboro or somebody, uneducated individual, a monster in charge of a state, this is what you get. This is
Bro,
what
good
we get.
evening.
And he comes out in Osun State mocking and talking about dancing road. I didn't see a dancing road in Osun State. I would want someone, is there anyone on the
Carisio,
comment section who's
sitting
from
at
Osun
John,
State?
come.
He's from Osun State. Can you please, you just show me where there's a
I
dancing road
see.
like that, like what we saw in
I'm
Edo
not.
State? I haven't seen one. So this is when Tinubu is talking about stock. These are the kind of people he has around him that he's made billionaires, right? Those gang of thieves. Obebole is one of them. He's one of his cronies. And so this is one of the people he made billionaires. So Obebole will make people in his gangs billionaires because all they care is about looting away. Where all the money he said he's been getting from the federal government, from his daddy, his grandfather, his ancestor Tinubu, where has all that money gone to? That all the money he's been getting from his ancestors for Edo people, where has he put it into play? Where is the money gone to? Where has it gone? That road is so unsafe. TY, I know that in part of the world where we are, nobody will use that road. Never. The road will be sealed off. No human being will be allowed to use that road. Health and safety will seal it off until it's sorted out. But here we are. People have, God knows how many thousands of vehicles that pass through that road. God knows how many lives that must have been lost in that road. But this man has the guts to sit there in Osun State yesterday, mocking somebody, dancing road. He should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed, and should have every guts to go, even resign tomorrow. For looking at that, he should
Waiting
resign
person
because
do
he's
what go
putting the
shame
lives
am
of
now.
Edo
Calm
people.
down, brother. Take it easy.
No, seriously, he's putting the lives of Edo people in danger. He is. He's an unsafe governor. Somebody tell him I said so. He's putting the life of. I have got so many people from Edo State. They are very unhappy with this
You see
Um,
am. You see am.
man. The
I don't
president
want us
is
to dey go
endangering
topic
their
I don't
lives.
want with
He's
this
a
with you. You
disgrace.
see am.
I'm done. I want to let other people speak, but I just wanted to bring that in and say, God, look at this. Kettle calling the pot black. Did anyone see able to using his showing off his stupidity yesterday? And here he is, his own governed state. Anyway, I'm done. Ebola makes my blood hot. This sort of people should never be governor. I think the man in the farm in Sokoto or Kaduna
calm
is
down,
better
calm
off being a
down,
governor.
calm down,
No,
calm down,
seriously.
calm down.
How did hell these people become governors? How did he make these people governors? This man never passed primary school, neither secondary school.
I have an answer for you. How, when you put in your constitution that all you need to rise to the most exalted office of maybe president or governor, all you just need is attended school cert. Something that even a Fortune 500 company will not, they won't even a bank will not employ you. School start attempted. That is whether you get 9 level or you get D7 all through. You're okay. For a country as sophisticated as Nigeria, the most populous black nation in the world, with the kind of people where you get in the intellectuals where you get, and with the kind of responsibility that office demands. You say anybody we just get attempted school, we don't attempt school cert. That's all. It's a shame. It's a
TY,
big
let me
shame.
tell you,
Good evening,
Bebole,
everybody.
Monday Bebole would be a porter or a cleaner in a part of
Oh,
the world
yeah,
where
CJ
you
is
are,
okay.
where I
CJ will
am.
go send you back to Mbise village, oh. CJ.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Mr. Ken.
Precious. Good evening,
Yeah,
Thank you,
Gachiwa and
Mr.
good
Ken.
everybody.
evening, Kev.
I have one small answer. CJ, listen to this music by Precious Uncle. Pebolo and his gang are the people who will sing this song for come on, down, ma doliwa, uabundoli, ndoli.
Ndoli.
That's the kind of
Kamanga nwoka ndoli ba ụwa bụ ndoli.
uabundoli.
Now, Precious know the song well, though. You know that.
She's
You don't put
I don't know what you're talking about.
yellow sissy. See, I don't put your hand for this.
they are the authors of that music. I said it yesterday. Person wey no go school, they advise who go school how to read book. Have you ever seen that before? Your state is the most simplest thing. If you go to front of University of Benin, that road is so bad. The flood there can sweep your car away. You came to Osun State, where somebody developed, the state to an extent and
Don't
said the
consider that
road you were
maybe a
dancing.
federal road and not his business.
It doesn't matter federal or not federal. Fix the road. At least grade it for people to move along.
Even the inner road in Benin.
Even the inner road in Benin is not working. It's not working. It's not working. Okay, you went and built, the only man that built flyover where they don't need flyover and students are using there to do excursion, Edo State. Because of flyover, a carry student, they go do excursion for flyover. And you call that one somebody that has something to offer. The last time they went to London to go and do summit, you saw the kind of summit they did. They just had, they said the program was 4 o'clock. Okpebolo came at 11 p.m. After 30 minutes, they said they only take 2 questions from people they've already designated. After the 2 questions, they brought a van of retinue of mosquitoes, and all of them left the venue. What are they investing? And we're talking about stock exchange. Before you can put money in stock exchange and say you made money, at least the least money should be ₦1 million. How many Nigerians have 1 million? Because if you go and put 100,000, 200,000.
1 second, please. Kate, can you help us put yourself on mute, please, while you're here? Just put it on mute. Once it's time for you to talk, be on mute. Okay. Kate, can you hear us, please?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please mute yourself.
I can hear you.
All right, please mute yourself. Once it's time for you to speak, you okay. Please. Because there's a hold back from your end.
I think it's from SC.
Mr. SC2, can you help us mute yourself too? I didn't say mute. I said just mute yourself.
Me?
Just mute yourself. Yes, just put yourself on mute. Go to the audio and just
no, but for my own, I don't have, my place is quiet. I'm alone here. No.
It's just that there's this sound, there's this bounce back of sound that we can hear.
No. Not on.
I think it's out. It's out.
Because it was from Kate. Kate, please, if you rejoin us, kindly put yourself on mute, please. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
So, just like I was saying, before you can make any tangible money on stock exchange, the minimum should like ₦1 million, so that by the time they are paying you dividend, it's okay, I have something. 100,000, 200,000, those are not, you're not going to see any tangible dividend from them. Not now. Maybe when Obasanjo was in there and some of us bought shares, okay, that's when you could say, okay, I put 100,000, 200,000 because money was meaningful right there. And you are talking about, you have put people on out of poverty or whatever. These are the things they are telling him that are making him not believe that Nigerians are suffering. The level where we are in the country today, if these people had a better IQ, they could have made healthcare, just healthcare at the level of general hospitals free. Go to hospitals, okay, all general hospital free. Primary, secondary education free. Okay, university, government will subsidize 50%. We are not getting anything. It's 0, 0, 0 all the way. And they are living a lifestyle of, king and monarchs. They should not come here and bamboozle us. Please don't be playing. Anytime you play with all those kinds of English, go Chicago high school, reform. They'll be talking like somebody who put to give them out. Don't be playing all those things. Well, those ones are not what we want to be listening to. Somebody will come and be speaking unnecessary English where you don't use for Chicago. You go come, they use them for here. They tell us all kinds of things that does not work. They should look at the indices out there on the streets. The woman in Osun, who is, because of 5 kilos of rice, that is singing all kinds of nonsense praises. You are praising people who will come in and eat your money. That's how low Nigerians think. Because of 5 kg of rice, you are telling them to go and vote APC that will come in tomorrow and forget about you and tell you they've already settled you and now they want to move on in recouping their money. That is the person you are on the street flexing your muscle for. And some people who went to school will follow the illiterate because she gave them a 5 kg of rice. I don't know how we think in this country. I keep on saying it.
So you use your eye measure the kg of rice?
Now 5 kg now, you don't pass 5
I take
kg.
use eye measure them. You wear scale.
Now 5 kg. Now 5 kg. You see, Madam Precious, when I used to be in Lagos, in my estate in Oda, they do all this kind of shenanigans. Do you know how we fight? They know that when I come in there, I will tell them that, look, even if you share the rice and give me, on the day of election, I will vote who I want to vote for. So they will say, I'm a Igbo. I'll tell them, look, I am not only, I'm in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. My birth certificate, everything. I know when you came to Lagos. You came from Oyo, one Oyo village. So don't come and be telling me, it's not about Omoyibo issue. It's about people thinking and also educating themselves. But do you know the greatest disservice that has happened to Nigeria? The moment they stop the national from disseminating information, that killed a lot of things, because when those people used to work, there were some informations the local people were getting from them. Flyers, some things that were coming out, how to vote, where to vote. Even our mothers in the village there was a song, the NNPP, these are educational things that people learned on how to vote. Today, nothing. You go to the police station, somebody is carrying a money bag, waiting for you, tell you, go and put the broom, show me the thing, and then put your votes in there. And after when they finish, they come back and siphon us. Look, let nobody blindfold anybody. Let nobody put a veil on anybody's eye. Nigeria is not bleeding right now. The blood is finished. It's at the verge of collapse totally. And if we don't serve ourselves, I don't know where we're going.
Ken, what it means is that we have a lot of jobs to do, particularly those of us who are a little enlightened and who are outside and see how things are done, abroad. It's part of the, and Precious has been saying it, sometimes I go to say, why Precious the trouble us? We need to do a lot of work. We need to sensitize people. We need to let people know that why the man not they giving a bread every month or every week? Why is
every
it
week?
Now they giving a
Why
bread?
is this 5 kg not coming every week or every month?
That bread and rice, what is it going to do? What is it going to do for you? Why is he giving it to you now? All the while, you can't pay your school fees, you can't pay your rent. Yes.
Sorry, I just want to ask you a question. I want to ask you and Ken a question. The 5 kg is a bag of rice, 5 kg rice. Isn't that a voter inducement? Isn't that in electoral law that is a crime to induce voters? But why is he allowed in the broad daylight? APC is committing this. They're going, they're breaking the law constantly, doing it in every state. Everybody can say it. Why is it not being enforced? Why? But
no, it's not. It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Yeah?
They love the people. People are hungry now. People are hungry,
No, I
and
don't
you
get
want to give them. You want to give them
No,
hope.
I get the
And you want to
hunger.
elevate.
I get the hunger.
I
But
don't know.
they
I
said
don't know what is. I don't know what is wrong with you people. They say, okay, maybe they give you a kuli. You say you don't want. They say, okay, let us give you a akara. You say you don't want. Now they're giving you bread. You say you don't want. What else do you want these people to do for you now? What
Let
do you
them
want?
enjoy
Why are you
now.
people like this now? What do you want the
After
president
all,
to do?
the people who got 15,000 in Ekiti have cooked soup. Their pot is still filled up. Now they are bringing rice for some of the people to get soup. Let us not complain, because they have weaponized poverty, and culture in Nigeria. We always eat strategy for breakfast. So there is no way, even if you tell somebody, I will not give you shishi, whatever it is. Yes, the last time we said no shishi, people voted. But now they are using that shishi to convince people that no, we are the one. And you see how myopic some of their ideas are. Somebody who did not give you money 4 years ago when he got in, came back during the election, started sharing rice and everything, and you are shouting on top of your voice. Instead of you to look at them and say, oh, really? Bring the rice, collect the
No,
rice,
but
go to your
that
house,
isn't my
and vote your
question,
conscience.
though. Ken, we need to get to the there's a question here, and I have listened to you, and I have read a
You know, we
lecture
have
law.
others lined up to speak, right? So let me let you guys.
Yeah. Well,
round up
Precious, you
this.
can answer the question if you can help me
Ah,
about this.
me.
This.
Oh, please, I want to say something, please. Yeah, thank God that this is my first time of joining this platform.
You're welcome, sir. Mr.
Yeah,
Samuel Chijuke, you're welcome.
family. Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
So, like what I said earlier on, I told you, Precious,
Sir?
I've been following this program, and I was so impressed. In short, I don't know how I put it. I would say kudos, because number one, it will bring a more enlightenment to people. One, just like what people are talking, I know most of both my relations, my friends back there in the country. When I talk to them, even there was somebody I spoke to, I don't want to call his name. He said, "Do you know the latest one now? That they do even come to church and start sharing both rice, money,
Yes,
and
now.
everything."
Church thing, they
Let me
stand
let
that.
me
They
let me
line up,
let me
sir. Yes,
finish.
sir.
Let me finish. He says
Okay, sir.
when they now bring the things to the church, they will now ask them to bring their PVC. I said, okay, they will ask you to bring your PVC, and they will be giving you rice. Then they will collect your PVC and collect all the information in your PVC. What are you doing? Okay, when you now collect that rice or even collect the money, at the end of the day, every week you call me that in the now. Let me speak in Igbo, then I will also interpret in English. Agụ egbuo ha na agụ na-egbu ha anaghị eme ihe dị ya. Every week, and they are giving you money. Every week you keep on calling me that you are even your family, you can't eat. No, you understand? And I said, okay, can't you endure for that just 1 week or even 1 day, and make sure that you vote the right person in? At the end of the day, you'll be able to come out from all this suffering and everything. That's na more man, people are so hungry. I said, yes, they purposely use it to weaponize you people, to bring you to nothing. So that even 5 naira, you will be rushing. But bear it in mind, even without you collecting that 5 naira, you will still live. You will still live. Why going to, in short, to put yourself in another 4 years of suffering? Yeah, when we are doing, just like what you people are talking, not that they don't know what to do, they are purposely impoverishing people. They are purposely suffering people. And it will take a lot of things. I don't know how to put it, a lot of sensitization for us to let people know. Thank God that if you watch what the OK movement today did in, was it yesterday or what, in Benin, there was a statement they made there. They said what they want to do now is that people, if you are coming and you know that maybe you spend 1,000 or 2,000 naira, maybe for your feeding on the election day, if you have more than that, please make provision for other people too. That what they want to do now is that when they vote, they will follow them, count the vote, and follow it to the collection centers. Not only following it to the, because throughout that day, you know that what you are going there to do is for that election. Let them follow it up to the collection center, both local government, local government collection center, state collection center, so that at the end of the day, the real result will be announced. Because without that, if you vote and go home, what will happen? They will go. They will do what they suppose. They always know how to do. You understand? And just like what that was why I was so interested to join this thing. If there is any way we can come in to make sure that, because most of the problem we are having down there is people hunger. Hunger. I was asking people if maybe now in a polling unit, you people are up to 40 or 50. How many talks will come to chase you people out? When they see that there is too much crowd, themselves will run away. They will start running away. You understand what I'm saying? But whereby maybe after everybody voted and you leave, you find out that maybe that few 3 or 4 or 5 they can defeat them. But when there is many people there, stand there say this will, in short, we will stand, instead we will die here. You see that they will be different. And when they notice that there is too much number, then they are afraid. That is the truth. So that my only thing is that if there is anything we can do, fine, we will not be there. But if there's anything we can do to make sure that people stand and defend this vote, I'm so interested to participate on it, please. Thank you.
I think you should, if it's possible, can you send your number to Precious? She has posted her number there. Please send your
Yeah,
number to Precious.
I
So
will. I will.
we'll have some talk. Thank you.
No problem. I will. I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's have the Barrys. The Barrys, I told you to message me. Instead of you to message the new line, you got the message the olden days one for backyard. Why they do like this?
Now the new line
I don't see your
actually
message. I don't see your message.
I did that. Now what then? The first thing I want to ask you now, I actually sent you a message and I was expecting a response. There's no response. Let me confirm that number, but I took the number from your this thing when you posted. Anyway, good evening.
Good evening.
TY Presido. Yeah, sorry. Oh. Yeah, so I
So
did. I
Preshito,
was
you don't
wondering.
remind me of when I did Port Harcourt, so you don't do now.
Nah, PH, nah, there we day. If they like, may them carry go anywhere. You must have that homecoming from me.
I'm telling you.
So I no
Nostalgic.
go let's. That's what. Yeah, that's what we do. So yeah. So you know, say at some time I don't want to make my broken die, so I go always try to come up with the broken.
Now wait to make with the police.
So you know, so we get I they watch everything and they see. I know, say you did so much the beginning of this program. I think beginning of the year where they fight with people, especially the NDC, around March or so. Why whenever they do this, the opposition APC was doing this and this. I just keep quiet. Because I know say time plenty. No be Nigeria within Nigeria now. Time plenty. I know say the problem where we get for Nigeria, not the politicians, now the people. That's my biggest fear. Because I went down, I've lived and I've traveled in so many states, especially that north. And the issue when we get is that majority of the people don't even know what's going on. It's very few people that are on the media. We are trying and speaking and saying things and do. But those people where they enter line when they bring 5,000 naira or bread, loaf of bread, trust me, my people, they don't even know what's in the happen. Now, people will bring something and then they praise. So these politicians know these things very well. Say no matter how we go to the media, with how many people do have data to even spend 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes on for their phone? How many people get smartphone? However, you see this our mothers, we get women, but we don't have mothers. There's a difference between a woman and a mother. We have so many women in Nigeria now that are entering line. See the video where you show where that one they share rice, they speak all that, they speak Yoruba, they share rice. Those are women, they are not mothers. We need to get to the mothers where we say, no matter a true mother, no matter what thing you do, they will hold on to the truth. You cannot bend a mother from speaking or telling the truth. Today's Nigeria, we just a bunch of women. Just bring 5,000. You see, they will stand in line, collect 5,000 naira, make a video of themselves, go on social media, the ones that can do that, and they just say, this our young so-called women now. So the issue with me I get now, and what's me to focus on, I will only do one thing, and the thing where I learn in politics, if one man from my village, he was a very close friend to former governor of River State, not the one where get rainbow. By the way, that rainbow, once it cross Obiakwa, they fade away. Oh, now only Obiakwa that rainbow there, anyways. But it's a former governor. No, I don't want to mention the name. So he had a friend from my village. They were very close. So the man was his campaign manager in the whole of my area. So after election, this man will be a friend from my village did not deliver any votes, but he fell because the governor happened to win the election. Now the governor tell us, say, listen, all I expected from you was 3 votes, one from him, one from his wife, and one from his daughter, because his daughter was old enough to vote. But none of these things, I didn't care about your people. Your people will probably have their own candidate. But you are my best friend. And this man was supposed to be a commissioner, for very big commissioner for something. But he ended up not giving that man anything. The man died poor. Why am I saying this? I learned from that incident whether Peter Obi, NDC go win or not. Me, where they talk to you. In my local government, my community, 2 wards, as I speak to you, every Sunday, I have a one-on-one meeting with the chairman of these 2 wards. It doesn't cost me too much. It costs me about 2 hours to fund all the meeting where they go do. 2 hours of work, go fund their meeting every Sunday. And 2 of them, I double the minimum wage for them. Monthly say, guys, see what I'll do for them. So there's nothing APC go bring where I never did do for them for the past 3 months. That is my job. I want to ensure that I go fit post say, see my word, we win NDC from top to bottom, according to Buhari. We go win that one. NDC go win. So I am praying to all of us who deal for this platform. If we can get our word, because if you say state or local government, we go fit, but it's too far-fetched. I want that word, that local area, make a show say me, Barry Lane, and be my real name, the Barrys. The 2 word 14 and 15, and go kind of local government, and I go see the result. That is my commitment. Whether are they US or another. By the way, we are having our convention in US at the end of this month, 27, 28. TY, I expect you to supposed to be at Atlanta, or I don't know if you need a place to stay. Highlight me, bro. I'll get you anything. Even if you want after what you call that matter, I pressure the column here. I go put them together. Now Atlanta, they talk 8 years. So not say no go feed appear. Let's do this thing from here. Now here my leg there go from here go carry go that side. I just want to Precious, don't worry. You supposed come. Oh, I don't know why you never tell me whether you get visa or not. I go send you letter. Me carry make you come spend at least week. So I go clear your voice where. Precious, come Atlanta. Oh, I don't know what you do for that. Make you come visit. Oh,
I've been telling you say my voice crack. I tell you say my voice yesterday.
I want clear the matter. I want clear your voice well because I want clear your voice. Come here to make us send you this invitation and a ticket you want. No do come here. You go come with PO. Anyways, I did back here the list of my people.
I beg. Just contact me immediately. You contacted the wrong. I think it was the
are
wrong
you
number.
sure? Let me get that number again. My own never changed. My number never changed. Let me check. Let me go back there again.
So I can't. You know that the other WhatsApp was. It's all the numbers.
Yeah, I know you shared this current number and I updated my contact to the new number. I don't know why I didn't get the message.
Did not receive any message.
Let me confirm.
I've been waiting to hear from you. I didn't receive any message from
you. Let me confirm that number. Okay. All right. Thank you.
So we
my
will talk
sister,
about
I want to chip in a point that she made about protecting, doing something in a local word.
Yes, please.
That River State worries me a lot. And if you're doing this, such a great job, I commend you. And I hope every Riverite is going to have stand in and do something in their local community. We've already started this action. We're from my own side. But our side is not necessarily a big problem because we don't have as many uncles like Precious. Precious uncles, her uncles everywhere. So those ones we are worried about that carry ballot boxes, they're not necessarily in my area. So My sister, your problem would be how to counter Precious Uncle's arrangement, because he's got plan on how to take all the ballot boxes in River State and give it to
But
his
sorry
No,
his.
to
no,
sorry
that
to
that
sorry
no
to
go
cut in.
work. No
I
worry. Now,
think
now be
you know
now be that one day.
the body. I do remember. I was in Port Harcourt before I left Port Harcourt, and
Okay.
on a good information, I think Lulu Briggs,
Lulu Bricks, yeah,
Lulu Briggs, who is the NDC governorship
candidate.
candidate. And again, I think I was meant to understand that he picked his deputy,
Yeah,
sorry,
from my place.
from
Yeah, from Ogoni.
Ogoni. You know, I'm a Rivers man. I'm a Rivers person or boy or man. I will call myself. I know no matter, just like what you are saying, Wike is my uncle, just like as you people do call, because my mopsy is from River State.
Oh, he's
But
your
it's something
uncle.
I
Can
want
you
to
say hello to him for me, please?
hold on. No, no,
And
no, no, please. He said, please don't go that side, please. I don't want to go into that one. Let me not. Let me say what I want to say. You know, my one of my happiness is that if truly Lulu Breeze want to, that is face Wike. Wike is Mr. Nobody, because I know what Ogonis and Calabares can do. When during the time of a militant, who are the militants? Where are the heat coming from? Forget about all these ones. Wike came out. Even Wike said, who people put him in the seat as a governor?
Hmm.
If you could
So you
remember,
know. Hmm.
I'm,
See,
I'm
I got some things where I don't want to talk.
no, you
I
understand
just
what
the
I'm
whole
saying.
by.
No, I just
Yeah.
want to hit that point to you. You understand? So this one is saying Rainbow Coalition and all the rest of it. That is rubbish.
Nah,
As
it's
far as
The
I'm
nonsense.
Barrys,
concerned, because I know.
You don't notice say Chijoki who and the rest of them don't they support the same Rainbow Coalition?
Hold on now.
It no matter.
Because
I
forget
saw it.
about
I
that.
know
No,
everything.
listen. I to thank God, the Barry. If I said me, I was living in room aluminum. You understand? So
Yes.
nothing. I can even call all their names. This calling on no one who is his former, the former transport minister. There was a when I was doing my business, I'm a transporter there. There was a time I borrowed Collins for no more money during the time when Wike was the Minister of Education. He gave them schools to renovate. I don't know, Precious, if you know what I'm talking about. All these government colleges, government federal schools, he gave them to renovate and all the rest of it. He gave them as a contract to do. You understand? So but thank God you even know what I'm talking. This Collins was one of the GDI this made him chairman and all the rest of it. But what am I trying to tell you? As far as his Lulu Greece, and he also picked somebody from Kana, Bori, but Kana in short, I'm not whether the man is
Yes,
from
Kana. Yeah.
Bori.
No, it's Kana.
Okay,
Kana. Yes.
Kana, yeah. Huh? You
Make I
see,
tell you what thing.
But can I tell you the problem with Lulu Briggs? Shebi Lulu Briggs is your NDC candidate. Can I tell you the problem that
Yes.
some people see? People
no,
have
Yes.
yeah.
that is very transactional. He may strike a deal and deliberately back out quietly. That's the worry that a lot of people have. Like he doesn't
Uh,
sound
See.
like somebody who's really resolute
uh,
in
Okay.
coming to a
Okay.
uh,
See,
re-election. That's the
the
fear that
only
people have.
deal, the
Hmm.
only deal
well,
that is on ground. Since
I
you
don't
don't.
know much about that, but I'm coming into that is that, if you watch this issue of what happened to Fubara, the Calabaris are not happy. Not only the Calabaris, the Jaws, they are
The
not happy.
Okrikers,
Yeah,
Calabar just all
thank you.
the rural
They are
area.
not, they are not happy. So
And
I
please,
think
not
it
just
will
them. I
be.
have a lot of Equerry people who are not happy
Hold
about
on,
it.
hold on.
So
Oh,
you
That's
have to
true.
make it look like yes. A lot of
forget
people are
about it. What I'm trying to say is that if you watch this Ijo, what happened to Ijo area this time around, they are not happy. And just like what you are saying, Greece, it will be I believe he will not like to betray his people. Just like what you just said, Precious, that he might maybe do this in and back out. I know before I thank God that I even, there was a time when I heard about the whole thing, I was thinking that maybe Sim was somehow going through the back to support him. But unfortunately, when Sim came out to talk about this, their Rainbow Coalition and all this stuff, I felt so disappointed. You understand? But
Now
what I'm
politics.
saying is, what I'm trying to say is that I still believe that it might be that Sim is still playing politics, because for Lulu Breeze to pick a kind of man, it will be a very big war. As far as
Now,
River State is
there the
concerned.
security. Now there the security. Now then be the. This is what's happening. See, I tell you the rumor where they down now. So Winke knows that Lulu Briggs gets his money from oil, and he has a block.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
he is going. He is trying to use Magnus Abe, which is from Ogoni,
Yeah.
to retrieve the block where they for Lulu Briggs. So as I dey talk to you now, Magnus can now come to his village, not even for any reason. The guy, don't worry, we know what's in the happen. This is the time. Even if then go do something which we know, we will go hold our own, oh, because the guy where we can fear pass 9 day for ADC as well from Ogoni. Now, the new bridge, so our work now is how to negotiate and balance things out between P. Dumpson and the Lubricks. It's not even, we can forget the rainbow matter. All the boys we collect from our side, where they are quiet as a church rat. No, I don't want to talk too much. The pressure tell to me, I don't enter small politics.
Barry's, just calm down.
Mm.
Whatever Wiki is saying, I'm sure you understand that it's not said because they know that if there's an election that they will win. You know that. As it is today in River State, even Chibike Rotimi Amechi, I think that in his heart, he's not even looking forward to winning River State. He knows he's struggling to get at least 25% for him and Atiku, because he knows that there is no way he can win P2B in River State.
He will not get. He will not get 25. He will not get.
I am just
Amechi will
saying
not
that
get
even
25%.
I am saying that even the
Yes.
Chibike Amechi is not. I don't like to analyze politics when it comes to River State.
Yeah.
You know, I know it.
Yes.
So even the Amechi that is in the ballot, as it were, understand saying no go fit even get, that is go hard in Baton and making fit get 25%, oh, not be say make it fit win. You understand? And so the only thing that they're resolving on, you see, the 2023 play card, which has replicated in Edo, in Imo State, in other elections, that is exactly what is going to happen. So the question is, what are you guys doing to ensure that 2023 does not repeat itself? I know a lot of people personally who worked as polling unit agents, including my immediate elder brother, who told me that this was a result from Obiakpo. I followed the results to local governments. This is not the results. I mean, BBC reported it. Other people reported it. I got different calls. And guess what? Sadly, most of the people even call me, except now equity people say, this not be waiting we vote or see result or see result. Or they were not
correct. That's the point. That's
they
the
were
point.
not
So
Precious.
INEC posted the result, and it showed that Obi won. He was
So
there
the question
for a while.
is, you know, me and you know, say this abracadabra, it go even do rest to power 10 for this particular election because they have control of everything again. What are you guys going to do?
Precious, can I ask one question?
I
One
have
question?
two people now. I have two ladies wait there for the rainbow matter. As I speak to you, I get meeting with them. The information that they are giving me, exactly what you said here, is going to be violent. Very serious plan where if I mention here, which to protect this platform,
And I hope so
there's
you know
things we
say
are not going to
violence
mention.
they fear some people. Oh. The person where they talk about violence they fear them.
Precious, yeah,
No,
that's
now
the
him,
question I want to
now
ask.
waiting the plan, now they talk.
The
Yeah.
man is
Lulu
just give
Briggs,
TY 2 seconds, making asking questions so that you
is Lulu Briggs can you play the garage boy politics
Yes.
that Sim is not playing?
Yes, the challenge is this guy will you remember, I think you need to come back on this platform, Dr. Barrister Mankey, when we're always saying what this federal government and this Islamization ideology, where then they put in. You see that man called Asari, for that side, that is the challenge that we will have in River State. Because he controls, yes, and he is eating with the devil. Now the problem, that is where the whole thing is. If I go mention names now, where the same office position where he gets, the guy where they for going, where get the same office as this self-acclaimed king where they do, the one from my place, I can call him anytime, morning, afternoon, or night. I can call him that from my place. So now the challenge we they get, he is the guy where APC one use. That's the guy in Winke one use from that river. So if anything go happen, now from that side, because he's playing games where I not like.
Which guy be
But
that?
no wahala. No, the Asari is playing game. He is not reliable. One day he go there here, the day he go want defend.
You not say him from that constituency of Jumulu.
Yes.
Yes.
So
yeah.
But all of a sudden, he's buying into this stupid this homosexual slogan where they do for that rainbow now for homosexual. When we can, you know what? I think I need to go. Now this man he stole that slogan from Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson was the one that came with the Rainbow Coalition here in America. So we can stone without even changing anything. I think they never write them. That's why I see using that thing, Rainbow Coalition. That's Jesse Jackson's movement for US. So now what thing they go see, carry come they say rainbow color. What rainbow now gay will be, I mean now people they full and they're all homosexuals. That's their symbol. What the hell? So no worry. We still in the next few months or so we'll go see how far. For my area, trust me, they do what me I go do, and I they go down, my ticket is there already. I go do my best so, but the only thing we not go do, make we not die. Because if we die, Nigeria, you die.
By all means, not that you. Now who their life not carrying first to I beg.
I don't go back to in the process of trying to help people. They arrested me right there in Abuja, and I spent how many nights in freaking abattoir right there in Abuja. If I tell you the stories of my stories, don't worry, I know they give up again. No way, not going back. We'll go do this matter. I told you last time that I will no longer sit on the sideline to point fingers. I don't enter politics. As the secretary of NDA USA chapter, I know what our preaching and what we are working on, period. So I know are they inside Matana. Some things, that's why I need to talk too much again. Because, I have to work from the inside out. Now there we day.
All right. So I beg, visit me for backyard. Make we finish that talk we get. Thank you.
Okay.
So I hope that we do what we can. And that is the essence of what we do here. So we're not just talking politics. We're also talking and looking at possible ways that we can proffer solutions to the problem that we have. And I think I don't want to say that I particularly like what happened in 2023, because if we get sense, suppose open our eyes to waiting in BC with your experience and waiting the strategies of the people. Not be saying they would do exactly that, but they would of course want to consolidate on whatever it is that happened in 2023, be it good, bad, or ugly. They want to consolidate on it. The question is, the opposition, have you guys learned from that thing that happened? What are you guys doing to ensure that does not repeat itself? And I don't know if I would say that I am particularly impressed with the NDC openly saying that their only strategy is to adopt the Kwankwaso strategy of standing by your ballot and all of that. Look, Nigerians like their life passing that. You know, they like Hausa people, that can work in Hausa land. But if you know work for this area, because the strategy is, I'm coming, sir. The strategy is just to shoot one or two people. Once they fire gun one or two times, the rest people don't lose. Go to their house. Shout on social media, it don't end. Sir.
Now it's a soldier we no sabi war strategy. They go expose in position and the kind of weapons, size of weapons when you get, and the impact where the weapon fit do. You don't do that. You don't do that. So I don't expect any opposition to begin to sit down. They've been asking them, hey, how are you going to? No, now only a foolish person go tell you strategy. You don't have to reveal your war strategy to anybody. Okay, so I believe that some of them have strategies that because that's what they want. Okay, they want to draw you out and see how you're going to react. I think that I asked you a question whether Lulu Briggs can play garage politics, area boy politics. You know what I mean by that. If he can play it, and then he has some means, some money for himself, and then plus whatever he's able to gather and the people, because you see, some months ago, your uncle went to River State and he met some people. One of them, the one where they give billions of contracts, where they watch our pipeline, with the Delta. And then the other one, where get militia. You mentioned the name, we get university for Benin, where they don't close and all those type of So you go see them, we don't know what he went to tell them. So they are preparing. So that's why I said there's work to do. The politics of River State is different from the politics anywhere else in Nigeria. It's different.
You're right. That's why I was upset with Rotimi Amici for allowing Wiki to climb to this level without saying a word.
You see the two people who are the vexed for that thing, Rotimi Amici and Jonathan. Two of them single-handedly made I don't know, created what we have so far. Two of them. Because now whatever fights we be say grievance, and the problem our Ikwere people have is that they know they sabi vex. When they vex, they didn't like say all vex must end. Amechi had the right to feel aggrieved over what Jonathan and his wife was doing to him in 2015 or 2014-15. I mean, anybody would feel that upset too over what, how he felt undermined, sometimes security meetings held without his knowledge as a governor and all of those. All of those things, they enough to pain you. But in your anger, make only they let anger. And that is the same thing that it be like saying waiting the rule all of for River State. All your governors, just look at the trajectory. You just spend all of your money funding other people's elections. At the end of the day, what becomes of you? What?
So Precious, I sent you my edition for the chat listen.
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
And then you people, Precious, you people end up fighting. You people end up fighting, one another. There's none of them. Check all the governors. Check all. You're fighting. This person has grievance. The current governor has grievance against Integrity. Integrity has grievance against him. They have against Chibuka Amechi. Amechi has against everybody. So there's a problem there in that state. I don't know what. And the thing where they cause the problem, it's not even within the outsiders. They cause problem for now. They follow them. They go. They take on. They do mumu. So you really have to define, and you have the means, you have the resources to decide what should happen in your state.
The problem now, not be anybody. The thing where I made you do for River State alone, as I speak to you, he was on the right trajectory. Now cost River State. There's nothing this man did. If you ask me, maybe some people will say he released traffic for inside Port Harcourt. Outside of that, what else? Now we can be the problem. I don't know where this power hungry are from and things like that.
It's the same thing he's doing in Abuja. A project of 3 million, he will say is 5 billion. That was
the only good thing. The only good thing that you people have is that the people know where they are going. It's just that if you can have a situation, if you can have someone who can ensure that the decision of the people, that the whole sway, then the job is done. Because the people are not buying some of the things that they're doing.
You said the word there. Everything lies in the hands of the people of Nigeria, the people of River State, the people of see your boy for Abia State now. I think there's something is wrong. You see the way he's talking now, Oji, one of the evil that we have, I'm sorry I have to use that word.
No, don't stop people evil here.
That guy.
Please, there's something I want to ask you. This P-Dumpson is in what which of the?
It's in ADC. It's in ADC. And it is the weakest nightmare Now we can nightmare, but no worry. Time day, things is all about negotiation. We're still working.
Because
So
I know,
now the work where some of us need to do at the
you
back.
know, P. Thompson, I was
You,
in the
you,
seventh night of St. John then with and when
yeah.
the father died. When the father died, I was one of the people that we took everything.
Ha.
Uh,
That one don't collect that guy the entire Ogoni support. 80%
uh,
now is on the side though. You see the crowd where the guy don't pull because he's
mm.
very, very deliberate and sincere. He knows
No, the guy is
politics.
good.
We can
No, he's
separate of him.
good.
He's very
He's
good.
good.
But that
He's good.
platform when they on waiting with the try to see how we can figure
Exactly.
things
That's the
out.
thing.
That's it.
That's the thing.
So do you
So
think
if
he'll be
one
willing to step down and work with Jumo?
Oh yes, it's just about arrangements. It's going to because you see this riverine upland in River State. The reason why Peterson came up is because of Wike. After Sim, we no figure out what he was doing. All his followers, everybody, these guys were behind Sim. He couldn't talk to his people. And we saw that Wike is going back to Auckland. After Barry Piggy died, we said, because he promised
Yeah,
that one,
yeah.
and that one don't even give up already. So
But
we start so back.
you know, see them feel substitute this occasion that thing. I think. Sure, you know, see them get window to substitute and they feel substitute them. And I hope you know that
Which
even within the team, people
from
are
where?
making the
From,
decision.
who them go? Where them? Where you go substitute? You think so we could go do that thing?
Meanwhile, I beg I sent you that contact. Please just click on them now. Make it. You did for the comment section for this place where you send me your own details. Click on them, make
Okay,
message.
okay. I don't see them. Okay, I'll update. Yeah.
Okay. You know, so I think that there is plan
Thank
for
you.
substitution. I don't know. There may be plan for substitution. We just may be hearing some things moving forward.
Time
Because
still there for that one.
yes, there is. I think they have till the end of August for any substitution or stuff like that.
Make we see now. My prayer is that let the
Because you know this
people
thing will
we
cause a
are.
lot of problem. A lot of people are not happy. I said even amongst the queries that look like they're favored, they are not happy about it. It's looking like it's causing subtle ethnic tension in River State,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you already know that. It's causing
You see
subtle.
what thing, but the same thing where Buhari do the Fulanis, where some of them know that it's an issue right now because he did all that nonsense. The Fulanis are understanding that thing woken Hausa people up to try to organize themselves, which is the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. The Hausas have refused to hold themselves, galvanize themselves, and realize that they are the majority in the north, not the Fulanis. The same thing is coming to River State. How we can go come tell us, say, oh, now Biakwa get the highest. Which hold you that? Now foreigners who for Biakwa in the first place. How do you say stuff like that? Anyways, I don't want to even make my this thing again. So we'll see. Let's discuss something serious.
All right, see why don't you, ma? Make I let you give the grace, make I pack my load tomorrow in a church, eh? I'll be this morning at service.
I told you, say today we will discuss your uncle and this thing, and it has come to pass. So you go keep me.
Let me protect my mental health. See why don't you?
I have become a prophet now. Because I told you yesterday, say, yeah. So, yeah,
You said
gentlemen,
Mr. Mark and who should send you messages.
My brother HP, I say, made them send you. I like to have their phone.
I'll send the number.
Yeah, Mark, send. You know, we have things to discuss. Yeah, so and then as we go ahead, there'll be some others, you know, that I think we can.
The Barrys, I beg, shoot, sharp, and they wait for you.
I didn't say, you know, I don't carry my glasses now. The time to look for this number. This number is small, well.
Make I borrow you my own.
So
I think I don't know where I leave my info.
Our country is in a bad shape. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We all know. And if you are really a true Nigerian, whether you anywhere where you stay, whether you're in Nigeria or you're abroad, the blood, you can be a British citizen, American citizen, or whatever you are, but the blood where they run inside you, the DNA, you know, it has not changed. Your accent may change, your body will change, and so on. But you know, this country needs help. It needs help. Forget about all the things where they tell you about stock exchange doing well and so on and so forth. Let the people see it. Let me see that I don't get calls every week, you know, complaining. When I see that, then that's the measure, that's the barometer for me to know that things are getting better. Let me hear that Precious can now fuel her vehicle with 50,000 full tank. Let me hear that price of cement has come down so that landlords will not be charging the kind of fee they're charging, people. Let me hear that, you are not going to be enticing people now to go and buy bread because bread is expensive and kulinkuli and akara. Because if it's cheap, you can't entice them with that. Let us hear that the naira has come down beyond what it was before these people took over. And then we can say, yes, if Tinubu is able to do that, I'm sure he's going to return back. But if you inherited the naira at 400 and something to a dollar, and now it's 140, 1400 to a dollar, who are you going to preach to that you are doing very well? How? Look at the percentage increase. So let us not fool ourselves. And let us, this excuse of, it was so bad, Buhari was the government exists not to put us inside more trouble, but to take us out of trouble. Buhari say he will bring Nigeria from top to bottom. Okay, don't bring us back to bottom. Now, what you are seeing is not even bottom. If there's anything below bottom, that's where we are. Bottomless pit, that's where we are. That's the truth. So Nigeria needs to be rescued. So whatever you have, whatever resources you have, ideas and so on that you have, I think it's important now. We don't talk too much. There's no time now. January now, check the time. There's no time. So what we need to do beyond just talking is good. We know the problems, but talking is not going to solve much. So we need now to begin to address the various issues as much as we can with whatever resources you have that God has given to you. If Nigeria is better, all of us feel better. And I think that should be the goal. Let us leave this ethnic cleavages and religious, sectionalism. Let us now focus on the real issue, the bigger picture, which is Nigeria. Because when in some places, those of us really here, when you mention that you're a Nigerian, the way that they look you, be like say you carry shit. It's unfortunate. And with what is happening in Europe and America now, if they say make we pack, I just heard that there were some Nigerians who were denaturalized for whatever thing they do. Nobody knew that some of the things that are happening here is going to be happening now. If they send us, say make we go home, particularly those of us who don't speak. By the time we reach airport, they don't carry us, they don't put chain. So we have to do what we can. That's my message to anybody. Put away all this ethnic jingoism. Look at the greater picture. Is this country, are we where we should be? Is it doing well? Can it be better? If it can be better, let us get to work. That's my message. And I wish everybody well. Precious, thank you for the platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much, T.Y. Danjuma. Thank you. I appreciate you big time. It's always a pleasure to have you join us here and speak on, what's happening in our country. I appreciate you big time. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. Thank you, T.Y. Danjuma. Thank you, Mr. Ken. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you, Mr. SC. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I look forward to you joining us, more often, so that we'll keep talking. And not just talking, but also doing, so that we will get our country better, because we must get it right. I appreciate you, sir. And to everyone who's joined the show tonight, it's always a pleasure to be with you guys, and always very exciting to discuss matter we get to do with Nigeria. Let's not stop. Let's keep doing this. But apart from discussing, let's also learn to proffer solutions. Things we will do, contributions that we can make by ourselves to better our country. I really appreciate it. Oh, somebody had sent me a message before. I think it was CJOD. Yeah, CJOD asked a question. She said David should extend his credible elections plea beyond Oshun to the general election to put pressure on INEC. Well, a lot of people have said that, and I do hope that he does that. And thank you for the $5. Thank you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I love you and I appreciate you. Please protect your mental health. Very important. When we worry about Nigeria, we must learn to protect our mental health, because now we'll be alive. I need to think about the country. So whilst we worry about the country, let's learn to protect our mental health. I love you guys and I appreciate you. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Till then, good night and God bless you. Bye.